Hey everybody, it's Bernard Nomberg with another episode of Nomberg Law Live. We sure appreciate you checking in with us today and on Tuesdays. I am so pleased to have my friend Pooja Chawla here with me. Good morning, Pooja.
Good morning.
It's good to see you.
Good
Thank
to see
you
you
for spending some time with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Pooja is a practicing attorney. She's a solo attorney here in downtown Birmingham and has so many great things to share with us. So we're going to just jump right in. Pooja, tell us a little bit about your background.
So, a lot of people ask me about my ethnicity, so I'll start there. I grew up in India, born and brought up in India, New Delhi, and I've been in this country for about 17 years now. Always lived in Alabama ever since I came here, and my current family is here, my husband and 2 children. Went to law school here, undergrad in India, of course, but law school here, and and I'm here, sitting here now. So
very good. Well, we're glad you're here, and I'm glad to call you friend.
yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Well, one of the things that we want to talk about, Pooja, you're a solo practitioner, meaning that it's just you. You're the only lawyer in the firm, and I'm sure you have some support personnel. But I know that a couple of your passions are, we have a mentoring committee and program that you've headed up for the last several years, as well as being very active in our city, our Birmingham Bar Association's various activities. And I applaud your efforts for both of those, because especially the mentoring aspect is going very, very well. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Let's talk about what's it like practicing in 2018 downtown Birmingham, being a solo practitioner.
So when I started practicing law back in 2009 is when I passed the bar exam, graduated from law school, and I actually opened up my office from my home. That's, believe it or not, I started working from home as a solo practitioner. And slowly I found some space in downtown Birmingham, moved in with some other lawyers. That worked out great, and then I had opportunity to clerk for Judge Eugene Warren.
Oh, wow.
And I knew him through the mentoring program. That's how I knew him. I found out about that position. I just quit my practice. I had to file so many motions to withdraw. But that was an opportunity I didn't want to miss. So, and that was probably the best decision that I made for myself, for my career.
Well, I had the pleasure and the honor of being in front of Judge Barron many times while he was on the bench. What a very fine jurist and a great man. He
is, and he has been a great mentor to me, believe it or not. So after graduating from his clerkship, I reopened my law offices in Bessemer because that's where his court was, in Bessemer Division of Jefferson County. And I'm glad I did that, because I know everybody in Bessemer now, and everybody in Bessemer knows me, including all the security guards, all the clerks officers, and everybody.
That's the key in a courthouse.
Absolutely, it is.
To know the right people.
It is. It goes a long way. So after I recently moved back to Birmingham, April of this year, in this building, and I'm enjoying it here. It gives me more time to be involved with the Birmingham Bar, where, like you mentioned, I'm very active, and we have a lot of commitments after work hours, during the weekdays, sometimes on the weekends. So this gives me, this is a good location for me to be at. So I can work during daytime, and I can be involved with the bar. Just walk down to the Birmingham Bar Association from here, and work on the bar activities as well. So
you're a solo attorney.
I am.
You have a family. You're married. You have a child, and how you balance all of this beautifully, from what I see, because you're on social media like I am, and you have an active practice. Do you ever get any downtime?
Oh,
what's that?
My downtime is 5 o'clock in the morning when I go to the gym. So. It's a downtime you have to create for yourself. It will not come to you. So that's why you probably see me traveling. If I get a weekend free, I want to just go out and travel. Sometimes it's by myself. For a conference, it's my downtime. And sometimes it's just me and my husband. Sometimes it's the family. So whenever I get, but it's not every day that I get downtime.
Sure.
The only downtime, like I said, I get is early in the morning. I get up, I go to the gym, and that's my time.
Certainly, I know you're very organized. You have to be if you're a solo practitioner.
Yes.
Let's talk about that, the Solo Practitioners Club. I think that's a wonderful title for people who are really, they're out on their own, and it's something that you're doing so well. So share a little bit of your philosophies and your thoughts about being a solo practitioner.
So I do not have any family here who is in the practice of law or in India. So I had to start from the scratch, like making a pizza dough from scratch. You don't know, you're looking up on Google for recipes and you work over and over again to get the best dough. So it's the same philosophy here. You just cannot be scared. If you really want to be a solo practitioner, you have to just go with your gut feeling, go out and do it, find mentors. Like I had the pleasure of having Judge Verin as my mentor, and he paired me up with Alan Rogers of Birmingham, who still I'm in touch with. He's the current president of the Birmingham Bar Association. He was my mentor, paired up at that time, but we have been in touch. Go out networking. That helps a lot for as a solo practitioner. Get involved with the Bar Association. I say that over and over and over again because I truly believe that I am sitting here doing whatever I'm doing because of the opportunities that the Bar Association gave me. And don't be afraid to say yes. I can be involved in this committee, or I can chair this committee, or people say don't say yes so much, but I say yes as often as you can, because you don't know which yes will land you where.
Yeah, sitting behind a desk all day, you're not going to meet people.
No.
Cases are not going to start coming in the door if you sit behind your desk. And being a solo practitioner, I think you're learning and continue to learn that the more you get out and do, the more you network, the more people learn what you do. And speaking of that, what type of practice do you have? What type of law do you really concentrate on?
I concentrate mainly on family law. I do some probate, some civil, some criminal. Majority is family. And again, it's because I think I enjoy meeting people. I like being involved in the aspect of people's lives rather than just money. Family law is all about relationships, and I enjoy working with people.
Well, and that's clearly evident in the mentors program that you head up. I want to talk about that for a few minutes.
Sure.
I know that you have either been a member of the committee or head of the committee for several years now, and you've benefited from this committee. So for the people who are watching this who are unfamiliar that we even have such a program in Birmingham, first tell us what its purpose is, and then how can people get involved either as a mentor or becoming, if you're a young lawyer, and I don't know the criteria to become a member, if you're a young lawyer and want to be mentored. So tell us a little bit about it.
So this program was started by Judge Eugene Verin when he was still the presiding judge in Bessemer Division of Jefferson County. He started this as a pilot program many years ago, and when I was a mentee in the program, which is when I was a new lawyer, just passed the bar exam, I got an invitation to join this program, and that's when I was paired up with Alan Rogers, and that was, I think, back in 2010. So we're talking 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Yes. So how that worked then and now is not very different. The main concept is the same. This program was adopted by Birmingham Bar 5 years ago, I think 4 or 5 years ago, and I've been chair since Bar adopted it almost. So to be a mentor, which is to guide a new lawyer, you have to be practicing 5 or more years and having no disciplinary issues. To be a mentee, which is as a new lawyer being accepted into the program, to be paired up with a mentor, you have to be practicing for 3 years or less. And by practicing, I don't mean that you have to be, this is 2018, so you have to be out of passing the bar exam in 2015. You could have passed the bar in 2008 and not been practicing all these years, and you're now coming into practice.
And I think when we were doing the pairings a few weeks ago,
yes,
there were people who had passed the bar over 15 years ago,
yes,
but may not have practiced in
right,
the last couple of years, and they were still eligible. So it's not an age thing.
It's not.
It's based on your years of practice.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yes. Because the idea is to get the new lawyers, of course, paired up with the seasoned lawyers, so they can go back and ask them questions if they have any about the, I'll not say the practice of law, but some general questions that they have, how to run a sole practice or things like that. To get them involved with the Birmingham Bar Association, to get them involved in, we have courtroom sessions where they go and visit with judges and listen to them, see what their expectations are in the courtroom. So it's an overall development of you as a lawyer that this program really provides you, and it's a one-year commitment on your part, but
and there are events scheduled throughout the whole year.
Absolutely, yes, yes. We start program in January. We pair them up in January. We go for a social, and then throughout the year we have various other events, like we have a summer mingle, we have a fall mingle, we have courtroom sessions, and of course many other events with the Birmingham Bar Organization that we hold throughout the year.
You know, and it's such a valuable service that this program provides. If you're a young attorney or a just starting out attorney, and you may not be comfortable about going to other members of your firm if you're in a bigger firm,
right,
you can get into this program and be mentored by someone who doesn't know you at all, and you may feel more free to be able to ask those questions that back in your employment setting you may not be. Or if you're a solo or just have a very small firm, again, it's another outlet to find somebody who's experienced, who's been through what you're now going through. And I really think that it's such a valuable program, and I appreciate all that you've done and continue to do for the lawyers.
I think it's a great honor to be doing what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm any more qualified than anybody else at the bar, but I love doing what I do, and it may be evident because I just get so excited when we have so many mentees applying the program. I'm super excited. We'll have a bigger program next year.
It seems to be growing each year.
Yes, and I just get super excited for that. Yes.
And to be eligible, you have to be practicing in Birmingham, Bessemer. What are the criteria from where you practice standpoint?
So to apply for this program, you have to be a member of the Birmingham Bar.
Okay.
That is the first thing. And now, in terms of pairing, we prefer that you are in Jefferson County, so it's easy for us to find a lawyer. Now you may be in St. Clair County and be a member of the Birmingham Bar and apply for this program. You have to understand, if we do a courtroom session, we're going to do all the courtroom sessions in Jefferson
We're not
County.
all going to St. Clair County. No, you're coming to Birmingham.
So if we do pair you up with a mentor, he or she will be in Birmingham or surrounding area, may not be in Pell City.
If someone's interested in becoming either a mentee or a mentor, how do they sign up, or who do they contact?
Easiest way is to go on the Birmingham Bar's website, and under the tab Get Involved, you will see mentoring program, and there is sign-up sheets, links to mentees and mentor applications. Mentor applications we accept throughout the year. Mentee applications we stop accepting October 30th of each year. So we have the month of November to pair them up.
Right. And
December is when we send a congratulatory email to them, telling them that they have been selected.
So the 2019 class is closed.
Yes.
For what the programming that's coming up. But then beginning in January up through the end of October, you can sign up for the next year's class for 2020.
That's right.
Gosh, it's hard to believe 2020. We're already talking about that. And we'll put the contact information not only for Pooja, but also for the Birmingham Bar Association in the comments section. And if you're just joining us, I'm so pleased to have my friend Pooja Chawla, who is a practicing solo attorney here in Birmingham. She heads up the mentor program for the Birmingham Bar. And just she's on social media all over the place. You really ought to follow her. She's got great information and great stuff that she's sharing. Pooja, I want to, and we've got just a couple of more minutes, and I appreciate your time today. But I want to talk about, and this is really kind of on the same themes of what we're talking about, being a solo practitioner, being married, having a family, being in downtown Birmingham, not being and growing up in Birmingham, you're really breaking down a lot of barriers. You've had great mentors. Judge Varon and Alan Rogers are two of the finest lawyers in around you could ever find. And you've really have, and this is really an applaud to you, you've really made your mark. You're, 8 years into your practice, you have an established practice and mainly in family law and criminal law. And it's clear, I'm here in your office, it's clear you love what you do. And here's my question to you.
Okay.
How did you find that happiness? How did you find that sweet spot where you're enjoying, because it is clear you enjoy what you do. And not a lot of lawyers can say that. Some feel that it's a job. I think it's a profession. I think it's something that if you don't do it full and you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're wasting everyone's time. That's not the case with you.
It's not. And I think if you hear yourself, you used some words like job, happiness. When I'm talking to my mom over the phone, in India you refer to anything as job. My mom will ask me, are you going to job? I say, no mom, I'm going to work, because this is not a job. It's not, I don't consider it a job, it's a work, and work is something that gives you happiness. So they correlate right there, what you just said. And you find happiness by creating an environment, finding what you like to do, I'm saying even about practicing law, you may start with just being a corporate lawyer and see it's not working out for you, and change your field of law and see if there is something else that you might enjoy more. It's about enjoying what you do that will give you fulfillment, and you're not running after money really. I think when you stop chasing money is when you start getting happiness. So stop chasing money, start loving people, care about the people around you. It's your community. What you give is what you get back. It's karma, it's the cycle. So I like to give everything that I have to my community, and I see it coming back to me every day.
Well, I wish more lawyers, I wish more people who are in their respective professions could adopt that mentality, and I applaud that you found it. I've been practicing more than 20 years, and I think I'm enjoying the practice now more than I ever have. Guys, you can't describe it any better than what Pooja's just said. If you ever want to bend her ear, just give her a call. I know she'll be available for you at any time to talk about this. Thank you again for your time today. This has been fantastic.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And again, I'll put in the contact section how to get in touch with Pooja and how to get in touch with the Birmingham Bar. Thank you again, guys, for another episode of Nomberg Law Live. We come to you every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific. Hope you guys are having a great holiday season and a Happy New Year, and we'll catch you again next week.